Everybody step to the side. Soda straws are long, narrow, and hollow, and what happens is the water seeps in through the ground, comes in through those soda straws, and drips down onto the floor. Now that water does have some calcium, and eventually that soda straw will actually get a calcium buildup. And when that happens, it actually becomes a stalactite. Stalactites hold tight to the ceiling and grow their way down towards the floor. If I could get you four to come over this way and stand right here so I'm not flashing. They also drip water down onto the floor, and sometimes a formation will form on the floor called a stalagmite. Stalagmites grow from the floor up towards the ceiling, and they might make it, so that's why I call them a stalagmite. If a stalactite and a stalagmite come together and join, then we call that a column. Right here we have our pipe organ column because we're in the wedding chapel room of Bridal Cave. Now columns start off pretty small, but what happens is those soda straws, they run the water down the sides of the column, and that's what forms your cave drapes or cave curtains that you see today. Back in 1948, we opened our cave as a show cave and opened up that main entrance right there. Anytime before 1948, if you wanted to come through the cave, you had to come in through that entrance right there. So you would crawl through red clay and mud to make it in through that entrance. The Osage Native Indians used to come in and get married. When they did, they came through that entrance right there and brought their chief with them. The chief is the person who actually performed the ceremony. At the end of the ceremony, the chief, he would take his long walking stick and he would actually strike the pipe organ as hard as he could. When he did that, it made a beautiful, thunderous sound that you could hear for up to a half a mile outside the cave. But that's also how I believe we got some of the damage that we have to the pipe organ today. Now, we do keep up with the tradition of the weddings. We have 3 of them today. We bring our bride and groom in right here. We put the pastor right here, and then we usually put the photographer right over here. Then we put about 50 people into the room. At one point in time, we've had 107 people in this room to watch a wedding. But that was just way too crowded, way too many people. So we try to keep it at a maximum of 50. As the bride and groom are on their way out, and it's working its way up. These two are going to come together and become the kissing camel.